What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to another episode of our FC25 career mode. Today we're back with two more games in the Championship, and it's a big one. It's the biggest yet. It's a top of the table clash, first versus second. It is Boro heading to Leeds United. Of course, looking at the table, there is quite a healthy gap between the top two and the rest right now, but of course, if one of us was to lose this game, and Sheffield United, for example, were to go to Millwall and win, then the gap would pretty much half and be down to 5 points, which is not much at all. So, yeah, I think Sheffield United and the rest of the chasing pack will be hoping for a draw here. If one of us wins, we'll be way out front, and the loser will be dragged back in. So, it's a big game. And, we're by no means clear, we're by no means promoted, but it's the biggest test yet for both sides because we are the two who are completely out front in the league. After we head to Ellen Road, we then host Millwall at home at the Riverside at the weekend, which should be good. And I think that's it. In terms of youth tournaments, I don't think there is another one for 22 days, so we've still got quite a bit of time until we hit another one of them. We obviously have a youth scout out and about looking for youngsters. I've not been notified of anything as yet, but we hired 3 scouts. Did we not? We did. We hired 3 scouts a couple of episodes back. I remember doing that. And for some reason, that's not gone through. That is weird. I did, unless it didn't save. That's all I can think about. But we're happy with the team. We're happy with the squad. It's all about the youngsters, so I'm happy to put a couple of million in. But we're going to have to redo this. I'm staggered by that. So I'm going to redo the scouting missions that we set up a couple of episodes back, and I'll be back with you guys once it's done. So we've set our 3 scouts back up. I have changed it a little bit. Previously they were all in Europe, but I've altered one of them. So Dexter Morris is off to Spain looking for that ball-playing centre-back that we set up. We've got McManus out looking for a sweeper keeper in Germany, and Zoric is going to go out to Brazil, and we'll be looking at a striker. Obviously we've got Drew as a midfielder, and we need to promote 4 youth academy players to the first team. So, the other 3 areas of the pitch are going to be sorted. Hopefully, we get some good talent in. It won't be until the 10th of March, so it's going to be a sort of quick job towards the end of the season to get these boys in. Not ideal. No idea why that is not stuck and why it's not saved, but nevertheless, let's get stuck in and get the team ready for the biggest game of the career mode so far down at Ellen Road. So, here's the Boro team ahead of the game down at Ellen Road then. Not everyone's 100% just because the games we've had of late, but we have made a few small changes, but I'm trying to stick with my best 11 because I feel like we're going to need them. So, the back 5 is Senny Deng in goal. We have Borges, Clark, Dale Fry comes in for Darrell Linehan, who isn't fit. Fry was very good last time out. Ayling returning to Ellen Road. Midfield 4, Jones, of course, Hackney and Morris are in there. Ben Doak has his first start since his return from injury, and I have stuck with Lath and Conway I've put up front, although Force is the man in form. Conway is fully fit. So, I'm thinking if we need a goal off the bench, Marcus Force is perfect. Like Lath, not 100%, but I feel like this is a game where he simply has to start. So, let's get to it then. First versus second, the 2 best teams in the Championship.
Well, we have what's surely going to be a thrilling game in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The anticipation is palpable. Stay tuned. All the action coming up next.
Hello and welcome to Elland Road in Leeds. Guy Mowbray here for commentary with Sue Smith alongside me. And we've got live Championship football coming up. It's Leeds United and they take on Middlesbrough.
Yeah, thanks as always, Guy. It's a pleasure to be here. Anticipating a good game today and an atmosphere to match. Certainly been buzzing in here ahead of kick-off. Hopefully we're not disappointed.
unsurprising who we've picked out as our player to watch here. What are we expecting to see from him today, Sue?
Well, he's certainly weighed in with quite a few goals this season, hasn't he? It's going to be so important that they keep him quiet. If they let him run rampant, as other teams have done at times, then we all know what the outcome will be.
Here's the Leeds United lineup.
Yeah, a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. A lot of coaches are adopting this nowadays, as it does give you those two holding players.
Yeah, Nonto, Pirro, Rodon, Joseph, all on the bench. It's still not a bad 11 though, is it? You look at that and think, oh, they've rested Ampadu, they've rested... But still a very good team. Although I do feel like possibly Leeds have gone with a... Maybe not the strongest 11, but a fully fit team, whereas we've gone with our best 11, who aren't all necessarily 100% fit. So we'll see if that was a good decision or not. But from what I gathered pre-match with the tactics is that Leeds are the first team we've come up against this season who gegenpress, and we've not played a team. I don't think Derby did. So they're going to be at us 100 miles an hour all game. And we can't take any extra second on the ball. We're going to have to be quick. We're going to have to be sharp. If we are, I think we'll get through them if we play the ball quickly. And we'll find gaps, but we can't dilly-dally on the ball and make mistakes we have done in the past. So this could go one way or the other. Leeds versus the Boro. And you can already see Leeds are pressing aggressively. But it's up to us to pick through the gaps which will appear. And Isaiah Jones, he's having an early run at their fullback here. Early cross into Conway, whose header isn't the strongest, but positive start. Oof, that's a wild cross to say the least, but it's out to Hackney. And I mean, we've started very well here. It's been all Boro so far. Luke Ayling back at a club where he is adored. And there's Conway up again. But 2 shots in the first 4 minutes. They're going to play out from the back. I am curious, because a lot of good teams have absolutely fluffed playing out from the back against us. Ooh, and he's done Jones there, in fairness. And here comes Patrick Bamford, who is a man full of confidence. And one of the top goal scorers in the league, up against Luke Ayling, and that shot from Aronson could have been on... Well, I think it was on target. But it was a big block. Can Solomon find a Leeds player this time? Hayden Hackney's equal to that. Wilbur plays it back to Aronson. Morris. Oh, it's opened up for Aronson. And in the end, it was a poor finish, really. But a huge chance. Now then, can we get something going the other way here? On the counter-attack, Ben Doak now. Well defended by the Leeds United full-back Bogle, and well, strong tackle, but a good one. Already this game has been end-to-end. Bogle and Bamford combining well. Mark Clark almost slipping in Dan James. Early cross in. Borges up. You'd expect him to beat Dan James in the air. Bamford out to Aronson. Back to Patrick Bamford. And it's wide. Former Boro man off target with that one. I mean, we may as well just commentate the full game here, because it is non-stop action. Here's the gegenpress. Here's the gegenpress before Borges even had a chance to breathe there. Dan James is on him. Borges, Clark gets a block on, and what a save! Seny Dieng diving pretty much into his own net. What a save this is. I mean, what a save from Seny. But, I mean, we didn't even have a chance to take a touch with Neto Borges there. Dan James is that quick. Short corner. Hackney straight out. And we've won the ball quickly, but it's going to come right back at us here with Gruev. Luke Ayling, though, wins it. Now, we might be in a really good... But what a tackle from Strike that is. Just about to lay the ball off to Ben Doak, who would have been in behind. This game is absolutely crazy, and that's offside. No, he isn't. He's onside. I was going to leave the ball. He's on. But the cross isn't the best. Here's the press from Leeds. We are going to have to play around. Borges worries me up against Dan James, but we beat that brilliantly. But that's another fantastic challenge. This is such a high quality game. Look at the one-touch football. And then the instant press. Aronson. And Luke Ayling has been solid up against his former club here. But a free kick, apparently. And it's straight into the wall. Dale Fry can't quite clear it. Throwing to Leeds. This is absolutely breathless. Gruev. It's opened up for Brendan Aronson here. Good feet. Dale Fry was equal to it. Now what a ball that is from Ayling. That's took out a handful of Leeds players. Now then Morris. Oh, that's poor. We would have had Doak on his bike. Bamford into Aronson. Back to Bamford. Aronson. That's a penalty. Dale Fry stuck a leg out. And Leeds have a penalty, and it's a penalty, 100%. This game has been non-stop, and Leeds could be ready to take the lead here. Dan James up against Seny Dieng. What a save from Seny! He saved the penalty. What a save, that was top corner. Well, I can't lie and say we've been absolutely battered so far. Well, as I said at the start, the gegenpress from Leeds is ridiculous. A few times we've been one good pass away from really, really getting in. I mean, they're playing it around so quickly on the edge of the box. But if we can win it in these areas and counter quickly, that might be where we have our most joy, but... Again, that final ball just isn't quite good enough. Now then, we're normally a team used to having the ball, but there it is again. There's that press from Leeds once more. Dale Fry this time. I mean, we can't cope with it. We can't cope with it. Patrick Bamford's in, and we can't say it's been coming. I mean, it's relentless. I mean, the one-touch football anyway is fantastic, but with Dale Fry on his shoulder, that's a good finish. I mean, we just haven't had time on the ball at all. And Bamford picks up his 12th goal of the season. Borges to Ben Doak. I mean, look at that. We can't even make a heavy touch because they're absolutely onto us. And that shot's blocked. I just don't know where we're going to get any luck. They've absolutely shut us down so far. And they're man-marking our attacking players. We're going to have to be so clever with how we use the football. Hackney. Now maybe we can utilise our pace. What a ball that is! Into Lathia! And that's poor from him. Straight at the goalkeeper. Bamford beating Dale Fry in the air. I mean, not many can say that. There's that press again. I mean, we've played through it this time. And what happens when you play through it is you do get in behind. And that's a great ball to win. Morris, oh, he's got a score. He was offside. Thank God. I mean, he shouldn't. He's got to stay behind the ball there, but still. If that was onside, then it's a sitter. Aronson allowed to advance until he hits Aidan Morris. Now if Ben Doak gets on his bike here, and he has, that's a good first touch as well. Ben Doak here, in towards Lath. Lath's header! Oh, and Meslier nearly fumbles it. But he just keeps hold. That was a little bit of a shaky one from the goalkeeper, but we're starting to get possession comfortably, and that first half has gone by in an absolute flash. Leeds lead, and this is going to be very tough. I mean, if this is the sort of intensity and, you know, what we're going to expect in the Premier League, if we get there, then... Well, that's a good ball, back post. Borges did well. But if this is what we're to expect at a higher level, then good God. But it's realistic. You know, you can't say it's not realistic. With the IQ of how each team plays, it's really good. But we've got to defend this corner. Otherwise, the game could be away from us early. Oh, and what a header that is. I thought Hackney was guaranteed to clear that. But he didn't get anything on it. And that's a big chance, really. I mean, how quickly can Leeds' press stay at the level before they start tiring? There's Dan James. He is so quick. Borges getting back. Aronson. Bamford. Oh, and that's Solomon! And that could be game over. I mean, he just found a gap between defenders. And before we could react, the ball was in the back of the net. This really is a different standard to anything we've seen so far. I mean, Fry and Clark just allowed him to just sit there in between them. And Senny's just helpless. But this has been a lesson in... I mean, this is a top team we've played here. It really is. This doesn't feel like a championship team. This feels like a Premier League team who we're playing. Don't know why Jones is coming in field. Luckily, he wins the header. He could spin in behind, actually, if Hackney can play it, but nope, defended again. The ball just keeps coming back, and I mean, look at them. They're absolutely all over us. I mean, credit to us. We are playing the ball through the press really well. It's just getting into the final third where we're struggling. Although that's a great run, and that's a good ball to Latilath. The angle's against him. And one of our few chances again from Latilath goes begging. Oh, now then, if Lath can win this. Conway. Oh, that was absolutely awful. But Jones, brilliant. Until he then loses it. Rice out to Doak. Not seeing much of him here, but look at Latilath in the middle. If he can win the aerial duel. Conway! Another big chance. Oh. Here's Bogle. Oh, that's a heavy touch. That's a very heavy touch. But they get away with it. And look how quickly they play through the thirds. Oh, and Borges loses out to James. And that's a good save from Senny. I mean, just how quickly Leeds played through was there. Solomon to whip this one in towards Bamford. Hackney does get on the end of that one. Strike back out and back to him again. mean, they're so quick in possession. Aronson, oh, and Senny. I think that's quite a composed ball out to Jones, who does well. Now then, that's a good ball from Hackney. Morris couldn't get force in behind. Look at Dan James. I mean, his pace is a joke. Borges has done really well. Duck to Hackney. Why is Jones coming in field again? Stop coming in field. You're meant to be running in behind. He keeps coming to the ball. Banford's in. And I don't know what the referee's given here, but I just don't... Jones keeps coming towards the ball. He's meant to be a winger, for God's sake. I don't get it. Well, I'm going to be honest. Getting one goal back is going to be a challenge. Never mind getting two. Morris caught on the ball there. It's a great play again. Back to Ampadu. Into Solomon. Oh, Banford's peeled away. And it's 3. I mean, Senny's got to do better with that one, I'm going to be honest. But we've stood absolutely no chance. I mean, Sheffield United, yeah, they beat us 4-0. A lot of that was down to our own issues, our own errors. But this is just... This is a different level. But Senny has got to save that and parry it to his left. I mean, it's straight at him. It's bad goalkeeping. Game well and truly over. Well, this would rub salt in the wounds if Solomon was to find the top corner here. Well, they've gone for something different. Thankfully, it's wide. And don't forget, we had a penalty saved in this game. Or they had a penalty saved. So it could have been so much worse. It's the first time I can say I feel like we've been at a different level completely. In terms of just being absolutely battered.
Don't take it from him there. A little careless there as the ball changes hands. Nicely played.
Lath. No, Rodon's there. And the referee puts us out of our misery. That was by a country mile the toughest game this whole career mode. And I'm now dreading if this is what we are to expect if we go up. That was a lesson in how to play pressing, effective, high-intensity football. We've been absolutely schooled. Well, the only positive to come out of that was that it's hard to believe we are up there level right alongside that team because they are in a league of their own, quite honestly. And it looks like, again, there's been no damage done. The teams behind us are just not capitalising at all. Sheffield United are the ones, and they drew 3-3 to Millwall. So they've gained a point on us, but it could have been much more. So, yeah, we've pretty much gotten away with that one. Luton are there, and might be on a bit of a charge, to be honest. They might be the ones to watch, but the main thing for us is that we just don't get too scarred by that performance. We don't worry about it too much because that was an absolute beating in every position. And now we host the very team who've just took a point or 2 points from Sheffield United, and that is Millwall. So here's the team then ahead of the game against Millwall. Obviously that last game took a hell of a lot out of some of the players. So in terms of, and actually there's one more change. There we go. So yeah, in goal, we've obviously got Seny Dieng. The back four is a little bit changed. In fact, it's almost fully changed, to be honest with you. Rav is going to pair Lenihan with Smith on one side, Bangura on the other. Borges isn't 100%. I thought I'd just give him a rest after the Absolute nightmare he had. Well, not nightmare. I wouldn't say he performed bad. It's just what a tough day it was for him. Clark, nowhere near full fitness. Dale Fry can actually come in for him. On the bench, the midfield two always recover well, so they'll remain as the middle two. Jones and Duck will remain as the wingers. I'm hoping for a better game from them two, given that we'll just, have more of the ball. And then up front, we're going with Marcus Force and Tommy Conway. Lattilath, I wanted to bring him off in the last game, but he still hasn't recovered enough, really, to get back into the starting 11, so he's going to have to be on the bench, but I just can't warrant him not being in the squad, because if we need him, then, we simply have to have him there as an option. But here's hoping to a game where we have the ball a little bit more easily, a little bit more calmly, and we can get to playing football and hopefully picking up points again.
Thanks, Derek. Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Well, playing at home is something they enjoy, Stuart. This is very much a stronghold, so it's no surprise to note that they have the best home record in the league.
Well, 7 wins from 10 games shows just how good they've been at home, and it's their fluidity of movement which has caused so many problems. That will be the case again today, I'm sure.
A look at the starting 11 for Middlesbrough.
Well, it's not fashionable, but 4-4-2 can still be a good system, both with and without the ball. Key to success today will be the wide players. They need to be the main creators.
And this is the lineup for Millwall.
Well, in this shape, their two holding midfield players will be key today. If they can get on the ball and dictate the play, protect the two centre-backs, it will then allow the attacking players to show their creative quality.
I didn't actually look at the Millwall team that much in terms of their strengths and their style. Should have probably done that. Josh Coburn's on the bench, though, and that's a boo-boo from the game because he is ineligible. Or he should be, with him being on loan. But nevertheless, look at this. We've got the ball. We're not being pressed. We can pass it around. We can take a bit of time. What a relief. I don't know. That's a risky ball back to Wallace, who had Conway on his shoulder. But look at this. Hackney slots in. Marcus Force. Conway's free at the back post. And what a recovery that is by the defender. That looked like it was Conway's all day long. What a recovery. Hackney. Oh, Rav's peeled off, and Rav! That's headed up in the air. Lenihan save. Lenihan again. And it's somehow fallen into the goalkeeper's arms. A number of scrambles and Millwall survive.
But it was a wonderful save by the keeper. I think they'll bounce back and win this one.
Oh, that's a risky ball from Tommy Smith. Hackney, though, allowed to turn and pick his head up. Ben Doak's done well there. He's somehow come out with the ball. Deep ball into Force. The goalkeeper's not come for it. And, well, we've just not had our shooting boots on today. That's a little bit awkward, but should be doing better. That's just really poor. Dunno, handing it straight to us here. Hackney to Jones. Force. Good turn of pace from Force. Jones is in here. Save. Tommy Conway has an empty net. And it's been utter dominance thus far. Hard to believe the 2 games we've played have been on the same difficulty, because we've just dominated this game. But Jones onside. shot from a tight angle, and Tommy Conway could literally... He could have sat down, took a second, still got back up and finished.
Again, what sort of response will we see from them now?
Once again, really poor. And Jones slips in force here. This could be real trouble for Millwall. It really could. I mean, I remember when we lost to Sheffield United 4-0 and we had Coventry after that, I think, and was it Coventry? We beat them 6-0. We well and truly got it out of our system. And it feels like we're doing that here. It is chalk and cheese. It's a completely different game. And we're just, well, dispossessing Millwall and attacking them at will. There we go again. Could fill our boots here, we really could. Jones. What a ball into Conway. And it's 3. It's 3. Every single chance has pretty much got in. I mean... Crazy. I mean, Jones was absolutely wired. That would have been a free kick. Conway had the advantage and he took it. Very good header. I mean, this could be a cricket score, and he gets booked anyway. And, well, we're going to keep an eye on him because we might get him sent off if he keeps making rash challenges like that. 3-0 down after 24 minutes. And a man booked too. If only Boro could be like this in real life. Why can't we do this in real life? Why can't we just take our chances and score freely against a team? Dunno. That's good. Oh, and Bradshaw, that's good. Oh, and then there's a reminder. That was a good effort from Bradshaw. Millwall finally. Oh, and they've scored. Well, Aziz with a header. And, well, hold on a minute. What a header that is, by the way. Savile's corner. Comes in, beats Hackney. I mean, that's a fantastic header. And, well, I don't know how many goals we're going to get in this game, but we've got 4 already. Don't know. Into Savile, who's floating around here, and oh my God, Savile! Well, all of a sudden, Millwall are having real opportunities here and are forcing saves out with Seny Dieng, and I don't think we're being complacent. I think they're just forcing their way into good areas. So we're going to have to put a lid on this pretty quick. Doak into force, who's, well, near enough. I thought I had a free header. Conway to Hackney. Hackney, sorry, to Conway, back to Ben Doak. And it's a corner. This could be anything. This scoreline could be anything. Hackney, what a cross that is into Rav Vandenberg. What a ball that is. By force, Hackney, well, blocked and could have gone anywhere. Where was this heading? Well, keeper's going to save it, but Bryant took one right between the eyes there. Hackney. Conway! That was close. That was just over the bar. And I mean, to be fair, Bergzog might not have been a bad shout. Just to get him on the end of some of these crosses.
And over it comes.
Oh, and Tommy Smith's there. And the keeper makes a good save. And Jones had to win that. Ooh, that's a terrible pass from Jones.
Well, capable of a better clearance than that.
Ooh, you can see what Conway was trying there, but Hackney wasn't quite on the same wavelength, but he was on the right wavelength there because he's won it. Forces header. Well, it's going to stay in. And look at Aidan Morris. Hackney. Corner number 20.
Now Saville.
Here's Denor. Oh, what a ball over the top to Bradshaw. Oh my word, it's 3-2. Well, I thought we were cruising towards a ridiculous win. And one ball over the top. I mean, that's just too easy. Way too easy. And it's a good job we scored 3 because we're going to need them. Millwall have suddenly come out second half. And the gap is now within 1. We've gone from 3-0 up to 3-2. I mean, if Millwall were to bring this back to 3 each, that would be absolutely crazy. They've pretty much scored with every attempt they've had near enough. And look at this, Bradshaw. In behind Linehan. Oh, and what a shot that is. And Senny again. Having to be the busier of the goalkeepers. He's certainly being tested more than we're testing their goalkeeper. Bit of luck with that ball from Conway. Finds its way to Force. Got caught in 2 minds with Jones there. Whether to shoot or pass. The game's opening up, which I think's benefiting them a little bit. Oh, but Morris. He's won that back in a great position now. Surely we've got to work it into a chance from here. Tommy Conway. What a block. Tanganga coming across. That was a fantastic block. Aziz. What a ball that is. That's a good ball as well. Back to Bradshaw. And that is a big chance. I just don't know where this Millwall team were the first half. Denore's had a free shot on target there and he's just scuffed it.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, Sheffield United are drawing again. They've dropping points at Plymouth currently. That's better from Linehan. Force, can he slip in Conway? Yes, he can. Conway! And there's the 4th goal. Hat-trick for Conway. And that'll settle any nerves of a 3-3. Pulling our lead back out to 2 goals. Good combination between Force and Conway, and it's a great finish. Might be his first hat-trick. Because I was really thinking the team who looked the likelier was Millwall, but that might just pop their balloon. I'm saying that. We thought that in the first half, and look what happened. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if they scored, and Bradshaw just puts it wide.
You sense that had to go in if they're to turn this around. They simply haven't been at the races today.
Good play through the midfield. Owen Saville skips past Rav Vandenberg, and Senny's there again. He's had to make more saves than I would like in this game, I'll be honest. Honeyman down the right hand side. Aidan Morris has been brilliant. It's great strength. Now then, can McGree maybe get Bergzorg? What a ball that is. Oh, and Finazaz is in space. Oh, that's a cracker. Might be his first goal of the season. It's only his second touch of the game. And Finazaz has done something I wish he'd do more in real life. Just have a dig, because he's got the ability, and that's such a good strike.
The keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
You forget how good he is from range. Sort of being coached out of him at Boro, really. But Finn Azaz restores our 3-goal advantage. Never in doubt. It's 5-2. Mitchell trying to dink it over to Aziz, and he's managed to do it. And Aziz shoot. Oh my word! Oh. Well, the referees give us a free kick. I mean, he's buried that in the bottom corner. It was not good goalkeeping from Senny again. And I have no idea what the free kick was given for, but Aidan Morris would... Oh, and that's another bad tackle. And I think, has he been booked? He has, I said, didn't I, earlier in the game? Could we get Denob sent off? And that's exactly what we've done with Finn Azaz. It's a terrible tackle. He's absolutely... I mean, he's pretty much gone in 2-footed. He could have been sent off for that. Straight red. I think I need to start looking at some free kick tutorials, to be honest. Brilliant from Tommy Smith. And Doak now. He's got men in the middle. Force was one of them. Could be dangerous. Smith into Bergzorg, who's gotten under that.
There really wasn't much in that at all.
And if Sheffield United have dropped points, which it sounds like they might have, the gap's going to get even bigger. Us and Leeds are just being allowed to run away with the league at this point. But there it is. What a game. 7 goals. Got a little bit worrying in the second half, but 5-2 winners. And that Leeds game is forgotten. Well, they've dropped points again. Sheffield United are well and truly just... Well, they may as well just hand us the top 2 at this point. And if this is a message from Matt Clark saying, why was I not in the team? Oh, I'm getting tired of this. Every game. I'm actually not replying to him this time. I'm really not. The guy doesn't understand that when he's not fully fit, he might not play. But anyway, nothing as yet in the scouting for the youngsters. But Sheffield United just cannot keep up. They're dropping points, stupid points, constantly. And to be fair, Leeds haven't played yet, so I'll skip forward a day, assuming they'd have played now, and we'll see. And yeah, Leeds did what you expect them to do. They won their game, whoever it was against. Let's have a little look. So they went to Preston and won 3-0, obviously. Sheffield United dropped points against Plymouth, so the gap now is 9 points. We're 9 points clear. I mean, it's, you know, just win every other game and we're pretty much gaining from them at the minute. There's just no one really behind us that's, you know, looking like a threat at the moment. Luton were, but, oh, I don't know, did they win? They can't have, surely. Can't see Luton's last result. It wasn't a 3-0 win, was it? Maybe it was. Maybe they did win 3-0, and that's why the table looked a bit better for them, but they've been overtaken against Stoke, up to 4th. But yeah, us and Leeds are running away with it, and to be honest, as I say, being paired with them at this point, after how they played us off the park, is, well, I'll absolutely take that. But anyway, we've got to keep marching on and not let any complacency set in, and every time we've lost, we've pretty much bounced back, barring the Sheffield United loss. And actually, no, I said Sheffield United. We followed that up with a win against Coventry, didn't I? I was wrong. We didn't. We then lost 4-1 to Norwich, which we then followed up with the Coventry win. So maybe we haven't bounced back from every defeat. But yeah, we need to get back on track next time out and stop conceding goals again. Plymouth away, and then Boxing Day, we're at home to Sheffield Wednesday, before suddenly there's another game with Burnley around the corner. And the FA Cup 3rd round has been drawn. If anyone's interested, we're away to Peterborough. in League One. And we are, of course, under a bit of pressure to get to the round of 16 in that tournament. And there might be another youth tournament coming up soon as well. 15 days, so maybe not in the next episode, maybe the episode after. But if you've enjoyed the video, as always, smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell too so you never miss when a video drops. Comment below with your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.